Hey everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. So today we're here to talk about the BlackBerry Launcher on the Pixel 6. So if you're wondering what a BlackBerry Pixel 6 is, this right here is it. I've had a lot of people that have asked me, hey, can you install the BlackBerry Launcher? Can you install the BlackBerry Hub, Password Keeper, all that stuff? Yes, you can, and it works pretty darn well, and I'm going to show you in this video how you too can get the BlackBerry Launcher for your Pixel. This works with any Android phone too. You can put it on your Samsung, you can put it on your old LG, whatever, and you can have access to the BlackBerry Launcher and also the cool apps like the Hub, the BlackBerry Calendar, the BlackBerry Password Keeper, all that good stuff. We're going to dive in and take a look at it. But before we get into that, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Now, let's take a look at the BlackBerry Launcher. Alright, first things first, you're probably used to seeing a Pixel launcher whenever you fire up your Pixel. Yes, you can use other things, you can use Nova Launcher, all that good stuff. That's a popular one a lot of people like to use. But if you're a BlackBerry fan, you miss using your BlackBerry Android phone, and you want to bring some of that over to your Pixel, this is a great opportunity, and then it will look like this. And of course, you can change the wallpaper. It doesn't have to look like this. You can even keep your Pixel wallpaper. This is the old, original BlackBerry Android wallpaper from the Priv. Compliments of, I believe, Android 5. So a long, long time ago. But also you can see, if you use the BlackBerry Launcher, it gets rid of the pinned Google search bar down at the bottom, so that's also kind of nice. But this feels very much like using the Priv. I mean, it's very, very basically the same. It just happens to be a Pixel phone, modern hardware, modern operating system, all that jazz. So let me show you how to get it. So you got to go to the Play Store. And then when you're in the Play Store, you just type in BlackBerry. And then it is, where is it at? Right here, BlackBerry Launcher. So you want to install this. And then when you install it, you're going to have all the other apps and the BlackBerry Hub and the BlackBerry software suite stuff. It's already going to be part of it. You'll have to set it up once you get into the launcher. But just go here and install, and then it'll allow you to select the BlackBerry Launcher in the startup process. And then your phone's going to look like this. So once you get in here, you have a couple of different things. And you see this right here, this mail icon? Well, you can set up an individual mail icon for each mailbox. And I apologize, my voice is terrible. I had the hiccups for the last 2 hours, and it's pretty shredded right now. So, yeah, what we have here is we have the inbox, which is your hub, and then you have the BlackBerry Hub services here. So if you click on this, it will show you all the different things you can open and set up. You've got the Hub Plus inbox, which is basically the traditional BlackBerry email hub. That's where all of your email accounts will get consolidated. You have to set up each individual one in there, but then it's great because they're all in one place. Then you get the BlackBerry Hub Plus Calendar and BlackBerry Hub Plus Notes, Hub Plus Tasks, and Contacts. And these are fairly well integrated together. The only thing I don't like is that with the tasks, it's not integrated with the email, at least not that I could find. So it would be kind of nice if I set tasks, if they would pop up on the email. So you can go to any one of these apps from here. I set this one up. I've got an audit reconsideration I'm working on, so I need to finish that up tomorrow. And you can see here, you can set it up for when you want it and put a sense of urgency, whether it's high priority, normal, or low priority. Set the time, set the date, and have it repeat. And you can even add tags if you want to. And then you can add notes, and you can even share it with people. So the task is actually really nice, and it's something I used to really enjoy using a lot. Then the BlackBerry Calendar. The BlackBerry Calendar is actually really nice. So up here you've got your little spindle. You can move the dates back and forth, and then you can back out and you can see all the individual dates. But you can go to the date at hand, and then whenever you do that, you can have your task set up. And I'm going to go see the Matrix on Wednesday, so that's already on there. But it has these little bars that go across, and it's a nice way to kind of keep everything organized and see what's going on. And it'll show here, it'll be like a shaded out area throughout different times of the day. So you can set things up that way. Very easy to make a new event. I've already got the Matrix on there, which I'm planning on going to. So very straightforward, easy to use. And you can even have multiple calendars on here. So if you pop this over there, any email you have associated with the hub, whether it's any one of them, you can have multiple emails set up. Each one you can have a different calendar for that. And then when you set events, you can put them on different calendars. So this isn't just a on this device, one-stop shop, one email account, one calendar account. You can have multiple ones going at the same time. So that's very helpful. Now, what I do want to show you is also the password keeper. So the password keeper is over in the BlackBerry folder it comes with. And it's pretty neat because you can save your passwords here. And you can even have lists for your passwords, gift lists, to-do lists, bucket lists, all sorts of different things. And you can save your passwords as dark and light mode, all that good stuff. So you can have it set up with your fingerprint sensor, which is nice. And then once you hop in here, you can add passwords and you can create them. So you can put a title, a website, username. You can even have it generate a password, and then you can use that and it'll be saved here already. So that's another nice option. This is something where if you forget your passwords all the time, or if you're really worried about it, that's a great place to consolidate them, keep them safe, and they're under lock and key with your fingerprint or your password. Now, the biggest thing I want to show you on here is the inbox, which is basically the old BlackBerry hub. Now, you can see here, you got all these different emails and stuff, nothing too terribly anything I'm worried about y'all seeing, but I'm not going to scroll through all of my emails. I will kind of move in and out so I can show you different areas of this. You can add basically as many email accounts as you want. I don't even know if there's a limit, but you can set probably at least 5, 7, 8, 10, whatever to your heart's content. You can put plenty of emails in here, and whenever it comes to them, they will pop up in order that they appear, which is fine. You can even filter them out different ways, which is cool. But you can go down here, and this is how you handle your different messages. You can have it show all. You can have it show ones that are snoozed. You can have it show ones that are unread, and then by different importance levels and flagged. So like, let's say right here, if you swipe to the left, it will delete an email. If you swipe to the right, it will snooze it. You can set a certain amount of time you want it to snooze for. So let's say 3 hours. Now let's go down here and filter by snooze, and then you'll see the one email that we just snoozed. So it's very handy. You can do a lot of stuff there. Right here you can search, so you can search for whatever you want, and it'll search through your emails for different things that you try to find for, whatever the search parameters are. So that's a very helpful feature. And then right here, you can see that you've got these common icons up here. These are recommendations for people that you've contacted recently or people that you contact often. So this is your suggestions. And then down here, you can see Reddit, Place Call, Instagram, Messenger, which is your text, Signal, and then your email accounts. This way, you can generate different stuff. So if you wanted to generate a text message, you click text message. If you want to do a Signal message, you go to Signal. If you want to post a Facebook status, you click on Facebook. This will incorporate the different apps that you have on your phone. These are the ones that I have. So it's very nice, simple, and easy to use. A one-stop shop for creating these different things. And then I'm going to show you one more thing with your priority box. So if you click this up here with the 3 lines, you can see here you've got text messages, you've got Signal, you've got Reddit, you've got Messenger, Instagram. Whatever notifications or messages that you get from these, they'll pop up here. I just set this up earlier, so I don't have a whole lot yet. I have some emails, all that good stuff. I haven't set up Instagram with you or whatever. So whenever you use these, they'll pop up in here. So right here with your priority inbox, you can have prioritized messages. So whenever you have a message, let's say this Google one, if you click on it, you see the star up there, you can put a star on that, and then you can add it as a priority for Google, or the conversation itself is a priority. And if you get a message, you want that conversation chain to be a priority, you do that. And then as long as you're doing that conversation, if somebody sends you another email back, it'll go to your priority hub. And then if you want it as a priority period, every time you get a message from that person, then it will go to your priority hub. And the same thing goes with your messages. So let's say you get a Signal message, or let's say you get a Facebook notification or message. If you put a star on that one, it'll go straight to your priority inbox too. So very nice, very cool. It's just the classic user interface here. It makes it look like the old BlackBerry, and you get the BlackBerry apps that come with it. Again, it's 30 days for free, but after that, it costs 99 cents a month, which I think is fine, but they don't really ever update it. It's basically been the same since it came out. So they could do some things to modernize it, make it better. They probably won't, because that's BlackBerry. But yeah, it works just fine. And with the power and the sophistication of the Pixel device, it's actually pretty complimentary. Very straightforward, very simple. Not a lot of stuff here. And then it's very easy to install and set up. So that's all I have on the BlackBerry Launcher, the hub, and all the different BlackBerry software on here that you can still use today on your Android and your Pixel phone. All right, pretty cool stuff, huh? It's nice to be able to consolidate all of these things in one convenient place. The hub is great. Being able to access your messages, your Facebook messages, your notifications, your emails from all your different email accounts. Yeah, I use a regular email through my domain. I use Gmail. I use Yahoo. It's so nice to be able to pop over, use one app, and it's all right there. And then the priority inbox for all the special stuff that I want to go straight to the top. It's very useful today, even all these years later. This was a big, big feature on BlackBerry 10. It's not quite as natively built in like it was on BlackBerry 10, but the app itself, one nice thing, good, bad, or indifferent, it's been unchanged basically for a long time. It could use a refresh, it could use an update, maybe they could put a little bit more time into it, especially since they're charging people $1 a month for all these services, but it's still there. BlackBerry enthusiasts, if you enjoyed it, you'll like it here just fine. And also the launcher's here too. I mean, it is still a little dated. I mean, they could maybe come up with some cooler wallpapers, and it would be nice to be able to swipe up to go down to the app drawer. But you can't have your cake and eat it too here, I guess. But it's an option. It's available out there, and if you love the old BlackBerry apps and the software suite, you can still use it today, even on your newer Android phones, and this is Android 12. So that's all I've got in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully all the guys and girls that asked for this enjoyed this video, because that's why I made it. You guys, y'all wanted to see it. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and a little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.